Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. So today we are going to do the group discussion 3 for LAX2045 group 25. Okay, my name is Nur Shahira binti Zulkifli with matrix number 30664.
My name is Nurul Hidayah binti Kamal and my metric number is 202304.
Okay, hello. My name is Nur Shafika binti Muhammad Isman and my matric number is 196957.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Irdina binti Jamaluddin and my matrix number is 200373.
Hi everyone, so my name is Harish Waisun and my matrix number is 197831.
Okay, last but not least, my name is Siti Iman Abim Azman and my metric number is 199147. So today we're going to be having a discussion on our second video, our second motivational video, which is for today's theme is actually self-respect and self-love. And our video is titled, the title of the video is No Excuse. So it's okay. Now I will tell us that how actually self-respect actually related to the video title, No Excuse. Okay, as we know that self-respect is actually is about we having an honor on ourselves and our choice of life. So if we making excuses, it's mean that we doesn't have a very good confidence in ourselves on our self, on our skill, on our strength. So that's the reason why we tend to make excuses. So the video that that I have shared to you guys, that this video actually tell us not to making excuses, because make if we love to make excuses in our life, it's actually tend to make us limit our mind self. No, what I mean, our mind about our capabilities and about our skills. So it will not giving us a chance to make our dream to be live on. So that's what I thought about the video. Maybe Irina can share what her thought about this video, since this is the theme that we both chose.
Yes, Iman, I also agree with your point, but I think from through watching that video, I learned that self disciplines and self control is both are under the self respect, right? I think that both matters really important to ourselves, because having self disciplines, we are able to control ourselves, to make like to push through ourselves, to work harder, in order to achieve our goals and dreams. Because if we don't have self disciplines in ourselves, so that's why we will make excuses towards what the things that we are going to do. Something like if you make excuses such as like you like to procrastinate every words and all that. So I think having self control is really, really important in order for you to achieve something in your life. So what about the others?
For me, yes, I agree with Iman and Edina for some part of it. But personally, I think excuses are not something bad if we use it in a proper way. What I mean is, for example, if we really tired, just tell that we're tired. For me, it's not an excuse to tell truth about ourselves. We should know our priority too. But it's become excuses when we intentionally don't want to do anything by making up reasons and haven't wanted to try without any effort and all that. Because this kind of excuses not only affect us but other people also. We might delay someone's work because of our excuses. And most of the time, I think the reason why someone always give excuses, like Iman said, because they do not confident with themselves and maybe fear of making mistakes. So I think we should overcome it first. And for me, I think the way to build our confidence and then to get rid our fears is always to think that the mistake that we made is for our self development, to it's meant to improve ourselves. So we need to twist our mind into that way for benefit of ourselves too. Um, I I heard this quote somewhere because I love reading quotes. So I heard it somewhere that he said, um, do mistake is normal. Do lots of mistake also normal. But it's not normal if we don't learn from the mistake, from our mistake. So yeah, I think we should stop making up unnecessary excuses that we know that it will give bad effect to us and all that, and then do mistakes and learn from it. Yeah, I think that's what I think about it.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't agree more with everyone's idea because having excuses is like we are not um, we are in our comfort zone. We are not doing something out of the box. So it is important to challenge ourselves, especially for not having any excuses in any activities that we do. But as Hidayah said, there is sometimes that we can use these excuses, such as the example given just now. And then um, we have also uh, have to make ourselves more disciplined, just like Idina said. So if we make our routine, or maybe just like wait, let me think about example. Okay, let's say if we want to do some project, right? So maybe we have faces some procrastination. So in order to avoid that, I have read some articles and ways to avoid the procrastination by um, having a specific deadline in every progress. So in by doing so, we will have the self-discipline, and maybe we can avoid the excuses. I think that's all from me. How about Shaira and Harry?
Hmm. Okay, I think I'll go first. Okay. So I think most of you actually talk about the excuse, right? Because the video is actually about no excuses. I overall I actually agree on what you all said. From like sometimes we do need excuses. Some like what's it called? We need to actually be more disciplined and then try to get rid of the excuses as well. So this topic actually reminds me of the session that I actually delivered on last night. That I actually have a session that I actually talk about growth mindsets. Yeah, because that sometimes people always give an excuse when you actually want to do something. Like what's it called that? I wanted to lose weight, but it's okay lah. I will just do it maybe tomorrow. Yeah, because today I feel very tired or something like that. So I think most of you also feel relatable. Me myself also feel relatable on this kind of things. But sometimes it's that instead of like using the excuse to actually to avoid uh, things that you want to do, sometimes we can use the excuse to actually uh, to actually convince ourselves to actually to do the things. What I mean by that is that as we know that lies has a bad lies and also white lies itself, right? So my excuse that I actually mentioned here is more on the good excuses, where we think it's actually more on like really uh, try to encourage ourselves to actually to do what we want, to actually how to say to not really avoid on the things that we do. Yeah, so it's actually giving like a kind of like a reverse effect of it. Yeah, and also is that yeah, in the video itself also talk about what's it called that we always think about tomorrow, right? Like what are the things that we can do tomorrow, but we often don't think about today. What's the thing that is happens today? Because I would say that because we too focus on what are the things that happens in the future or maybe even tomorrow, we often kind of like getting an excuse that we are not doing, we can do things better tomorrow, not today. But in fact that if we really put today as important as tomorrow, it really helps us a lot in improving on how are we ourselves. And eventually we don't need the excuse anymore to really to support us to do things that we want. Yeah. So I think that's how I summarize and also relate some of the things that I had think of recently. Yeah. So how about Shaira?
Thank you, everyone. What is nice point you all have? Okay. For me, related to the topic itself, self-love and self-respect, and about the video, no excuses. Okay, we can see, right? Whenever we like to do something, right? But we always say that, okay, let's do that. Maybe tomorrow, next month. We typically set a date just for us to make an excuse about it. So what about after this? We try to just, okay, I'll do it now. I'll see what it goes if I do it now. Okay, and then we when we do that, we can actually compare how the result would be as we can see, right? When we make excuses, it is mean that we want to avoid that thing right at the moment, and we don't want to struggle ourselves at the moment to do that thing. Okay, you all know, right? The quotes are no pain no gain, right? So I think that quotes really have been stuck in my mind when I watched the video. It says that um, we all make excuses now because we literally want to plan what we want to do. But exactly the point is, when we just do what we want to do without doing any excuses, we can challenge ourselves more, because at that time we can feel how the hardness or the struggle itself, and we will automatically encourage ourselves to do better. Because okay, we say to ourselves, okay, I'm better now, I do something at what I say, and no excuses. Okay, we can compare ourselves at how we do that thing. And then related to us as a student itself, of course, making excuses can making bad excuses can lead us to being our works not getting done, and then have conflict with our friend. So at one point we must just, okay, let's just do this, and then let's see what is the outcome of this thing. So we can challenge ourselves and become better. So for me, that is what I get from the video and related to the topic self-love and self-respect. That is from me.
Yes, thank you everyone for sharing your ideas on today's video. And to summarize, yeah, you can make a wide little lies an excuse, but just remember that excuses is actually a disease. If it continues, it becomes your habit and it will root into your mind. So it is better to avoid any bad excuses and focus on our solely what we dream and what we want for our life. So next agenda, would you mind to encourage your friend to watch this video? For me, I think it's really good because the audio and the content of the video is really encouraging, and include with the audio that I think the song is very familiar, but I did not remember what song is it. How about you guys?
For me, I guess we all want to share this motivational video because it is a compilation of several speakers into one video. So I think the YouTuber did a good job in compilation the perfect motivational speakers in that video. So I think it is good.
For me, yes, I absolutely I I will suggest to my friend, especially to the friend that always give excuses about the assignment. Yeah, that's the perfect one for us to give to them. So I really really recommended this video to all of our friends that yeah that always making up reasons for anything. Okay, that's all for me.
Yes, I agree with Hidayah. I think this motivational video can wake wake them up from the laziness.
I actually think that it also very useful for us personally if you really wanted to self motivate ourselves. Like maybe when we wake up, and then sometimes we wake up we feel like kind of lazy to do things, right? So I think this is like a could be a short and then concise video that we where we can actually watch and then like ready to remind us every morning or things like that that we can't what's that really like we have to let go of the excuses again.
So that's all for today discussion on our second motivational video. I hope you guys have fun and get the motivation spirit from the video. So that's all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.